Welcome back everybody to the 5th installment of the Banner Saga. I think we were coming up to a small village. You're just outside the village when two men in red approach. "My name is Hogan," says one, gesturing to the other. "My brother is Mogan. Many from the village wish to join you in frostvellr." A third man, exuding rage, charges up to the group. "Shut your mouth, Hogan," he screams. "What's going on?" "These bastards don't speak for us. They've been trying to divide the village since you got here." "True. You can keep whoever wants to stay and die, though. The rest of us will go to the reasonable people of Skogar." "I'll have you both gutted before I let half of the village desert." Behind the angry villager, a mob of armed thugs have appeared, all furrowed brows and nervous stares. "You both know what will happen to the rest of us if the fields are abandoned. Nobody leaves." "There won't be anything to tend once the judge arrives. Let the people decide on their own. I don't want anything to do with this, or say nothing." "You should probably let the people decide for themselves on this one. I'm a terrible leader, sorry." "We thought that's how it went ourselves." "A good number told me to my face they didn't want to be beaten to death by Dredge." "Dredge my ass. I don't know what the scam is this time, Hogan, but you've got two choices. Get back to work, or I'm finally putting you in the ground." "Morgan, what do you say? Thought it was unfair that he only asked me." Mogan draws his axe slowly, followed by Hogan. Despite their confidence, the brothers are significantly outnumbered. "I think I make a poor farmer." "Settle this yourselves. I won't kill men for defending their homes. However, let's make this a fair fight." Settle this one yourselves. I do not want a piece of that." You step back as one of the thugs lunges forward and is caught in the ribs by Hogan's axe. The air soon rings with the sounds of screams and axe heads against shields. 4 men lie dead on the ground before the others run. "You hurt, Morgan." "No, we should have done that years ago." "Nah, can't go around killing people for no good reason. This was a good reason." The brothers head back into the village and soon many of the villagers have joined your caravan. Hogan introduces you to his young son and wife, all grins, unconcerned about the fact that you never agreed to let them come. You don't bother arguing. Before long, you set out again. Right. Good, more supplies. Love supplies. That marches quietly alongside the caravan, a little distant since leaving the village. When you stop for a rest, Oddleaf approaches you both. "Alette, I have something for you." Oddleaf has gathered up the long banner from the caravan and smiles warmly as she passes it to Alette. "What's this about?" "I was hoping you'd sew up the banner with everything that has happened since we left Skogar. Come find me another time, Rook, and we'll talk." Before you can comment, she departs.
"Dad, are you the chieftain now?"
"Don't know. I guess I'll find out later, or it looks that way." Yeah, I guess it fucking looks that way, doesn't it?
"Oh, that means..."
both quiet for a moment while Alette unfurls the banner.
Oddleif has been teaching me how to sew.
She speaks pretty highly of you.
Can we read the part about Mum?
You nod. On the banner has been sewn the story of the families who have lived in Skogr throughout the years, just as is done on every banner in every town. That's why they call it Banner Saga.
I'd wish she were here, but I'm kind of glad she isn't.
The section of the banner about your family is short, but Alette has been sewing in colorful designs. Good girl. I like color. Why do you say that?
So she doesn't have to deal with all of this. The dredge, leaving home, and... Why didn't you stop those men from killing each other in the village? I mean, if it's all right to ask.
It wasn't my decision to make. I didn't want blood on my hands. It was the best of some bad options. Well, let's just be honest. I didn't want blood on my hands. Fuck that shit.
Deciding what happens to other people. I'm glad I'm not you. I wouldn't know what to do.
It's not exactly my calling either.
Yeah, I know, Dad. I think you're doing a good job, though.
She hugs you, spend the rest of your time together, sewing new verses into the banner. For better or for worse, the story of Skogr is your burden now. How are you doing, Odd?
I'm all right.
Not at first. Sometimes when a loved one dies, people say it doesn't sink in for a while. It sunk in right away for me. People tell me I'm a strong woman. It's funny, my father named me Oddleif before I was even born. He wanted a boy so badly. Strong woman, what does that even mean? I never cared for that expression. It means you're going to be okay. People look up to you. Yikes. I think it means people look up to you. Don't take this the wrong way, but I don't want to be known for handling my feelings. If I feel nothing about my husband dying, people think I'm strong. If I cry because my insides feel like they're on fire, I'm weak. Why does that feel so backwards? I'm sorry, Rook. It's been hard. You're not sure what to say. In the many years you've known the chieftain's wife, this is probably the most you've ever talked. Yeah, she's doing most of the talking right now, I think. You asked me to come find you? Yes, it's about the banner. I've thought about it a long time. He asked me to give it to you, you know, if something happened. Why me? Your family should carry it. What would you have done? Huh. Just why me, I guess. Yeah, why me? He always depended on you, Rook. It should be mine. I could carry it, but I thought about why he named you. I get it. They won't follow a woman. Families would leave. Our banner would be divided. I think they would follow you. I would vouch for you. You're probably right. I would vouch. Come on, Rook. This isn't the time for pretend. It's not just about our small town. What happens the first time we need something from another clan? How will that go? And the first time someone thinks they can take advantage of us? I think this is what has to happen. Maybe this is what it means to be a strong woman? Not saying that one. I'll do my best. I rely on you. Oh. Yeah, not saying oh. Guess I'll do my best.
I think so too. Listen, I know I dragged this out. The truth is, my husband and I could never have a child. I don't want our banner to end here. It will be safe with you and Alette. I know you're going to take good care of her.
She puts her hand on your shoulder as she heads back to the camp. On the road again. Oh, music change. At a small split in the trail, a few fighters stop to speak with you, each carrying a single pack. We recognize this place, one man says. Spent several years here with some kin. If they're still around, we have to warn them of what's coming. With luck, we'll find you again in less than a week. Wish the fighters well. See them off with extra supplies. Remind everyone that they're free to do as they please. You think you'll survive out there on your own? Tell them they're needed here. I don't want to impose. Yeah. You nod your understanding. Kin is kin, you say. Do what you must to protect them. The man claps you on the shoulder, and the fighters depart. Down some fighters. It's to be expected. Complaints of Raffensvater's excessive drinking have resurfaced. This time, the man has stumbled over some tent ropes, pulled the snagging canvas through a campfire, nearly setting us a fly wagon aflame. Clansmen put out the fire on both the wagon and Raffensvater's leg before leading him to you. Punish him physically, ban him from camping near others in the future. This man drinks nothing but water from now on. I think we have to take away his alcohol. Raffensvater groggily agrees, slurring his way through promises to quit being such a nuisance. Many of the onlookers snort or roll their eyes, but go back to their business. Somehow, you doubt it'll be long before Raffensvater finds himself another drink. We're almost there. Dredge, shouts a man from the back of the caravan. It's Raffensvater, the unabashed drunk, staggering towards you, looking not entirely sober. He screams again, pointing to the trees in the distance. Fear races through the caravan as fighters pull their weapons. Scouts return with no sightings, and furious men surround Raffensvater. Banish the drunkard, let your clansman deliver justice, ready yourself against the dredge just in case. I want to be on my guard. Pretty sure he's a lying fuck, but I don't want to die. There'll be time for that later, you tell the men. For now, we take no chances. A full day of uneasy rest passes with no sign of dredge. The caravan is annoyed by the scare and the delay. Eventually, Raffensvater bursts into laughter. You fucker. And you're sure there was never any dredge. Not long after Raffensvater goes missing. Nobody searches for him, because fuck that guy. Good fucking riddance.
Once a strong, thriving city, the walls of frostvellr now just keep the howling winds at bay. With luck, they'll hold out against dredge as well.
Well, it kind of looks bad, I'm not gonna lie. It looks kind of destroyed over there on the left, and there's fucking refugee tents everywhere. I don't really know what's going on around here. We'll have to see, I guess. You jostle through fallow crowds of sunken faces who appear as though they've been freezing in the front of frostvellr for days. The gates are closed. You come to stop at the bottom of the hill. This is not looking good.
Why are there so many people in the fields?
We can't stay outside in the open like this.
Oddly finds you amongst the many refugees. They are refugees.
Rook, I just talked to some of the women here. Nobody is being let into the city.
Why?
It's overrun with Varl from Bloodsparkle, Greyhorn, people from Beatra, all the nearby villages. The dredge are everywhere. And the chieftain of frostvellr has locked himself in the Great Hall. That's why they've closed the gates.
When the dredge come, these hills will turn red. We have to get in there.
Like getting in the walls somehow. I want to know more about what's going on in there. Let's lay low for now and see what happens. Where else could we go? I don't know what to do. I guess where else could we go? Seems...
With our whole caravan? South, but Sigerholm and
Boersgard
are so far away, they may as well be horseborn lands.
The dredge are moving south. If we keep going west, we might get out of their path. Wormto is half as far as Sigerholm, and full of varl.
And across the waste, these people won't make it. I don't like any of these ideas.
That's because they're all bad. There's no point talking about leaving. We have to get in there.
we're getting in the wall somehow. I want to know that's the same options. God damn it. We're getting in the wall somehow.
I can get that gate open.
Let's see if there's any other way before we start breaking down gates.
I wasn't going to break it. Just push really hard.
Alright, gonna end the episode there for today. I will see you all another time with more Banner Saga fun.